Hey, good morning. We are in the midst of our 30-day cleanse and nearing the end. So we have just a few days left, and I am anxious to hear from you and hear how you are doing on this cleanse and what it's done for you. So if you are watching this live, put a 1. If you are watching on replay, put a 2 in the little chat box, and I'd love to hear from you. So prior to cleansing, and I'm somebody who has cleansed quite a bit in the past, but in 2016, I'm going to say I got really, really lazy with cleansing. I kind of just didn't really want to have the symptoms, and so I just didn't cleanse. So it's probably been a good year since I've done the 30-day cleanse, but I'm going to tell you, we moved to Texas, and I wasn't working as a nurse anymore, so that whole like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, kind of a deal, wasn't doing that anymore. And so we'd walk around the neighborhood every once in a while, but I wasn't very consistent with exercise either. So mobility has, it's been harder to kind of maintain a good weight by not doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So I ended up starting me and a colleague ended up starting a program called the War on Weight. And that helped me lose 16 pounds, which was phenomenal because I had been struggling to lose a pound for years. So that was a huge blessing. And then we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do the cleanse. 2018, we're going to play to win. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to play to win in 2018 in every area of my life. My spiritual life, my marriage, my raising kids, my health, my finances, everything. So in order to do that, first I need to get rid of the junk that doesn't belong, right? And so we went ahead and decided to go ahead and do the cleanse. And I'm better as a team, if you haven't noticed that already, but I just work better when I'm accountable. So you have been a key player in helping me be successful. So I want to say thank you to you for being here and for showing up every day and for doing your due diligence and for keeping me accountable. You are awesome, and I really appreciate you and all you do for this team. And prior to doing the cleanse, my health was kind of getting a little bit lackadaisical. So what I mean by that, my hormones were starting to get a little bit wonky. Periods were getting a little bit heavier, more out of control, more sporadic. They were coming more often. So my cycle was off. I felt like mood-wise, I was a little bit off as well, which, kind of fluctuates with the cycle. And so hormones were not just right. I had been having a lot of skin breakouts, and my pores were getting really big, and I was starting to see more wrinkles, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm aging really fast. This is not attractive, So then that makes me nervous, and, I'm in my 40s. So in your 40s, everybody tells you, like, good luck. Everything's harder to do in your 40s. It's harder to lose weight. It's harder to do this and that. So they're right. They speak from experience. It is a little bit harder. So that and energy, I kind of felt like I got drained a lot more easily. My focus was getting a little bit off. I'd start to get anxious if I had, more than 2 or 3 things to do at a time. And my sleep patterns were getting really wonky. Like I'd have trouble falling asleep, which that's not been too much of an issue for me. I'd have trouble falling asleep and then staying asleep. I'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, wide awake, couldn't go back to sleep, which was really odd for me. working nights, you kind of just learn how to sleep whenever, wherever. So that kind of changed, and I was not a fan of that. Sleep's very important. We need our rest in order to maintain a healthy weight, and then also to maintain good brain focus. And so then, when you're not sleeping well, your judgment's off. So anyway, I noticed like all these little things were happening, and I'm like, let's just press the reset button and do a cleanse and just get it over with, and suck it up, Dina, you can do it. And I've been very blessed because I've had all of you come alongside me and do the cleanse with me, which is phenomenal. Just want to say thank you for being on here, but I wanted to also know, what has it done for you? Because I've noticed that my periods are much better. My cycle is completely restored. It's back to normal. It's really light. It's less days. I feel better. I'm not nearly as irritable. Actually, I don't even really feel irritable at all. And my sleep is much better. My skin, phenomenal. My pores have shrunk. Lost a few wrinkles. Yay! Focus is on point. And I am so grateful. And so if you're on here or you're listening to replay, I would love to hear what the cleanse has done for you so far. And the best part, I almost forgot, I've lost 8.5 pounds. Like, I haven't weighed in today, and I'm excited to weigh it in at the end. But 8.5 pounds, like, that scale doesn't move that fast for me. This has been phenomenal. And so I am going to do this cleanse again in February, and I want to know if you want to join me. I know, Valerie, I've talked to you already today, and you're going to do it again in February, which I'm so excited. Valerie is a great friend of mine and a co-worker. We used to work med-surg together at the hospital for years and years, and then she transferred over to the NICU, and I miss her. And our husbands used to work together as well. And I'm excited that you're going to be in here with me. I know Christy Chestnut, she's going to be joining us for the first time for her cleanse in February. Super excited about that. And I don't know if anybody else is going to want to do this again, but I'm excited to hear from you and can't wait to hear what the cleanse has done for you. And if you share with a friend what the cleanse has done for you, that would be super exciting, that you can help a friend get healthy, maybe get rid of their autoimmune disorder or whatever it is that they're struggling with. I've seen, this is the like remission for autoimmune. Like, I've seen so many people get so much better with just using the cleanse for their immune dysfunction. And what it does is it just basically reduces the debris and the junk so that the body can like process on its own again, like work like God designed it to do. So it's a win-win, and all you're doing is cleaning out a little bit of junk. It's awesome. So I'd love to hear from you. Type in the chat box, and I will see you in the forum. And hopefully I'll see you in February for another cleanse. Woohoo! You guys have a great day.